Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It is Saturday, and I am doing I'm doing a paid segment, a paid dedicated video. But I think you're gonna like it. If you're in the DeFi space, you're definitely gonna like it. I have never seen anything like this. Now, you know, those of you that watch me, you guys know I call it how I see it. If I didn't think this was pretty cool, I would probably tell you this is. I don't know. I would tell you in different ways. You guys know what I'm talking about. I have honestly never seen anything quite like this in the DeFi space, and it's early. It's pretty new. It's called Essentia, and they are just now starting to pump some money, I guess, into some decent marketing because they've got a new version of this big platform of theirs. I think coming out on the 25th, sometimes towards the end of this month. Now, before I get too deep into anything, I want to look at the Essentia price. The Essentia token price right now is 0.003 cents. It's new. I mean, this thing it hasn't gone anywhere yet. They haven't done a whole lot yet. The volume isn't very high. It's actually down 25%, which isn't very fun. But trading volume is currently at about $38,316 a day. And if we look at where it's available, Bitfinex, Biloxi, Hotbit, okay? So it's weird that I'm not even necessarily seeing other places. I would expect to see like Uniswap or, you know, some of these other places that are trading this token off. And maybe we'll see that soon. $5 million market cap. I mean, not very much. So this is pretty much a brand new thing. And so we're going to take a look at this because ultimately what this is it's, I guess you could call this like a DeFi hub. It's software that enables you to interact. It's interoperable with ERC20, even though it actually has its own chain. And it does a lot. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. Well, because I have a whole bunch of documents open and I've just been sucking all this stuff up. But we're gonna start. This might even be a fairly long video. I don't know, because I want to go through some of this because let me put it to you this way. I actually was going to set up my own Masternode because I thought, well, this is a super cheap token. I'll pick up some, set up a Masternode, maybe even a super node, because there's a calculator right here on the website where you can kind of see what you stand to make over a period of time and all of that stuff. The token's not worth much at all, but the thing of it is it doesn't cost much to start the Masternode. And as you guys know, I like to have fun with Masternodes. And so you can check the calculator out and get an idea as to whether or not starting up a Masternode for this is something you want to do. And I kind of plan on playing with this. So we'll see. But anyway, earn passive income with Essentia with yield farming. Essentia is a Masternode powered blockchain that enables interoperability and cross-chain transactions. It is an all-in-one platform that manages all things crypto. With Essentia, users can trade, swap, and add liquidity. Integrated with L2 transactions via ZK Snarks, SDK, and Starkware, Essentia is designed to be simple, secure, and decentralized. And then there's a screenshot here of what the application looks like. Now, before I even get into any of this other stuff, I think it would serve you to kind of understand who is working with these guys. Now, there's some pretty, interesting names in their advisory panel and so forth. But if you look at the advisors, now I didn't find anything on like ownership, like founder, this and that, which is apparently par for the course in DeFi, which drives me nuts. But apparently these guys are all willing to put their name on this. At least it's on their website. And I went and I'm like, this looks like an interesting dude. He looks like Clark Kent. Mo Levin, he looks like Clark Kent. Like maybe he's the new Superman. And I saw that picture and I'm like, that looks like a stock photo. That looks like a handsome gentleman with thick rimmed glasses and a suit, taken off a Clark Kent set. So anyway, I'm looking this stuff up and I find his, I click on the link, I go to his LinkedIn. Mo Levin, visionary entrepreneur, founder, connector, strategist, United Arab Emirates, but there's no picture on this profile. But if you go and you look at his history, he's done a lot of stuff. The guy's kind of an OG in crypto, right? And then I found, so this is actually a Medium post. Essentia welcomes Mo Levin to the advisory board. This month, Essentia welcomes one of the most talented and knowledgeable individuals in the crypto world, Mo Levin. His achievements speak for themselves. He is a co-founder of the first accredited blockchain academy and a founder of Keynote. Keynote is responsible for organizing events aiming at increasing awareness about innovative technologies and strategies which are applicable in a day-to-day life. Mo has organized many successful events with famous guests and speakers who share their experience and vision. This includes the creation of the first global Bitcoin conference in 2013 in Amsterdam. He is also responsible for the production of the World Blockchain Forum since 2015 and the North American Bitcoin Conference since 2014. And it's not a stock photo. So, yeah, I mean, this guy's pretty legit, and here he is again, and definitely he's wearing a Bitcoin conference shirt and this and that. This guy is a legend in the crypto world. Bitcoin is a religion, says the 29-year-old man behind the North American Bitcoin Conference. So anyway, the long and short of it is, this guy is pretty legit, and if you go through and you look at some of these other gentlemen, Eric Vanderstock, I don't even know if that's how you pronounce his name, but investor, business developer, DeFi, and mobility. This guy's got a pretty decent list of accolades in terms of what he's been up to. Business Logic BV full-time for 16 years. And the guy just basically, it looks like he invests and advises in different technical projects. So then you've got Thomas Graham out of London, England. I mean, just check it out. I mean, these guys are apparently a part of this project. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I can get with it. I'm going to take this pretty seriously. Listen, you guys know I do a lot of different paid segments on DeFi projects, and I'm never truly blown away. I mean, they're cool, and it's like, but it's a lot of it's already being done, right? It's like, how many different aggregators and swaps and all of that do we really need? It's like everybody's trying to build their own brand, which is fine. I get it. I have CrowSwap. Why not, right? But it's like, we've got so many, but this actually is fairly impressive, and it's still very early, which is why I'm thinking, you know what? If this thing takes off, I'll get some tokens and I'll run a Masternode, generate some new tokens while they're building this thing out and improving and adding functions and so forth. I mean, why the hell not? It's dirt cheap. But that's just me. I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm just saying, like, regardless, it's so cheap. It's just a fun little side thing. And I just like doing that kind of thing. But that's literally me. And if I did do it, it would be with funds that I probably forgot about in 5 or 6 months anyway, unless this thing blew up. So that's what I'm saying. Anyway, the utility of the ESS token, this is a draft for token functionality and use case. There are a number of key functions that ESS will enable, with additional functionality added in as the Essentia project is developed further. This will occur on an incremental basis, with the development team prioritizing the most important functions, including testing and bug fixing before working on ancillary features. The ESS token enables the following: masternodes with resource allocation, anti-spam, anti-abuse and security, and compensation for internal and external services or resources. This is an ERC20 token. ESS tokens are ERC20 based tokens which operate on the Ethereum network. This can be stored on multiple wallets, including the in-house Essentia storage, and can be freely transferred from one wallet to another. ESS tokens run through the network and are used to purchase premium services provided by Essentia, such as additional decentralized storage of assets and data. They make it possible to widen the range of the available services, secure the network operations, and encourage direct participation in the development of the ecosystem. I mean, this is just the token utility draft. Go through this. I'm obviously not going to read the entire thing. I'm not going to read all of this stuff, but check this stuff out. This is the white paper. This isn't exorbitantly long and overly technical, but you can check this out as well. Masternode network, the Essentia wallet. I mean, it all looks pretty good, and it all looks very well thought out. I mean, this actually is a pretty interesting project. I mean, it is. It's an interesting project. Of course, anything on DeFi always gives me the heebie-jeebies, but if these guys come through with what they're planning out here, this could be really interesting. A Mars Masternode takes 300,000 ESS tokens. Let me take a look at this. And I know this isn't like exactly a formal review, but this is more of a, I'm actually kind of into this, so I'm going to kind of investigate this a little bit on the fly. I'm not going to just do an infomercial. So 300,000, what did I say the price was? I'm going to do some calculations. So 300, 1, 2, 3 times 0.0037. Okay, so $1,100. $1,100 to run to set up a Masternode on this, and that's like the big one, I think. Right? Let me see here. Where's the calculator at? Where be the calculator? All right, that was a Mars Masternode. Enter the amount of Mars nodes. Just one. Enter the monthly cost of equipment. You need 100,000 ESS to set up one Essentia Masternode. Enter your Mars node running time. Well, I'm gonna run this for, let's just say 160 days. And what's the cost of my equipment? I don't even understand. I mean, the cost of what equipment? The computer I'm running it on? What's it? Is a $5? What is this? I'm not quite sure. So anyway, I'm not sure what the cost of the equipment is. But anyway, I'm looking at 10.64%. So I'm looking at, really? I mean, that's a lot. Almost 32,000 ESS tokens. I'd be looking at 170,307 ESS tokens over 160 days running the Masternode. I mean, cool. I guess somewhere in here, I'm sure, is the token supply. That's utility token. This is the roadmap. 2.1 roadmap. This is for Q1 2020 to Q3 2022. Essentia mainnet release, token swap release, block explorer extended functionality, Ethereum Istanbul update, new branding and website. Mobile ambassador program, referral program. And that's the other thing about this is when you're setting this software up and you're using it and you're doing all your swaps and you're farming and all that stuff, you have a desktop application, but then you also have a mobile application, and they kind of work together. So basically wherever you go, you could be doing a lot of this stuff on your phone, which is one of the things that, I mean, I know you can do stuff with DeFi and like MetaMask and wallets in your browser and things like that, but to have a standalone software application like this, here's a video I'll play. It's just a quick little clip that kind of shows you what it looks like. There's no audio, but so basically, once you've created your wallets and you've imported wallets or whatever, then it opens up all the functionality, like all the different swaps and the different protocols and things that you're able to take advantage of. And for me, I like desktop applications more than a lot of this web-based cloud stuff. Just because, I mean, when I'm done with my computers, I shut everything down, I disconnect everything, I don't mess around with that stuff, and I like knowing that everything is disconnected when I want it to be. I don't like having my data or other things basically sitting up somewhere, which, to each their own. To some people, it's not as big a deal. For me, I'm a little bit of a different case, obviously. Protect your crypto with Essentia's multiple security layers. Your Touch ID, obviously for your phone, HD wallet, your seed key. Honestly, I think this actually does look really interesting. I want to know more. I want to learn more. I want to use the software, and I'm going to dive deeper in. But like, I'm already at 15 minutes, and this isn't supposed to be a very long video because of like algorithms and everything else. So I don't want to ramble on. But there's so much information here. The investors associated with this project are pretty significant. Byzantine Partners, I see them popping up a lot with different projects. So yeah, I mean, there's so much here. If you're looking for kind of a one-stop hub where you're able to do a lot of different things and ultimately set up I love Masternodes. As soon as I saw Masternode, I'm like, okay, that's cool. That could be fun. What's the token price? And I saw how cheap it was, and I'm like, oh man, $1,000 to set up a Masternode for something in the DeFi space that's really just getting kicked off. I don't see any harm in that. It's like, gosh, I hate to sound disconnected. I'm not, but like, to me, $1,000 in crypto is kind of play money. I mean, so I might give it a shot. And if I do, I'll keep you guys informed on what I'm doing. I'd also be curious to find out how easy it is to set up multiple masternodes just for the hell of it. I am not saying I am doing this 100%, so I don't want this to be a testament. It honestly depends on the software. It depends on a few other variables. So, but there's a good chance I might do this. Staking, enter the amount of stake coins. Ultimately, because like I know that there are some other projects, masternodes that I've been doing for a while, and they're getting into this now too. And I think that they're going to be making some big waves because they even have banking partners that, as far as I understand, just waiting for some of that stuff to get signed. I'm not going to name them here because this is a paid segment, but there's so much going on, and honestly, I just kind of want to play with it and see what happens. Anything else that I feel might be pertinent? Definitely a lot of information about the staking, potential rewards, secure your droplet. So, I mean, listen, all I would say is if you think having kind of a central, not centralized, it's decentralized, but a central application to be able to do all of this different stuff, your swapping, your aggregators, your just everything, wallets, because you can import a bunch of different wallets into this thing and it manages all of it and allows you to basically work with them all. I think this is cool. I've never seen anything like it. So if you're an Essentia user, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Is it helping you? Is it making your DeFi life easier? Because to be quite honest with you, with all the different aggregators, all the different software, going to this website, going to that website, doing all that stuff, if I can do a lot of that inside one application on my desktop, not necessarily on my phone, because we all know I don't do anything like this on my phone, but if I could do it on a desktop and have everything I want under one roof, that would make my life a lot easier if I were to dive into DeFi in a significant way. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd really appreciate it. But this is essentia.one. That is the website, essentia.one, and these are all the documents. You can see your roadmap, white paper, token utility, token swap guide, masternode setup guide, staking guide, Essentia FAQ. Let's take one quick look at that real quick. Okay, Essentia is an open source peer-to-peer network geared to provide access to the best and latest blockchain features blockchain has to offer. What's Essentia used for? Essentia is a complex solution that offers ESS cryptocurrency, secure blockchain network, and an all-in-one software, allowing to gather all the cryptocurrency-related services under one platform. Essentia products are Essentia Web Demo, Essentia Desktop, Mobile, and Essentia Blockchain. What's the value? Well, we just saw that. I'm actually kind of surprised. I wonder if, let me see something real quick. I wonder if it, almost done, almost done. Circulating supply, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. 1.3 billion tokens out of a total 1.755. All right. Max supply, there's no data. So this will be interesting. This will be interesting to see. I mean, it's obviously dirt cheap, and this is one of those things where, you know, if you're getting in and you're running a Masternode and it's kicking some butt, and these guys make some pretty significant advancements in their platform, people start catching wind of it, utilizing it, it's proven secure, everybody's loving it, having a good time, making good money with this one-stop kind of platform. This token could go up. You know, I mean, it's one of those things, even if it went up a penny or two, it's making a lot of people a lot of money, especially at the prices they're at now. So, I mean, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. You learned something. You're exposed to something new. Always do your own research. Paid or not, never just go run out and do anything us YouTubers are telling you. This is all kind of fun exploration, and it's me paying bills. So, but this honestly, it does look interesting. I don't really have a problem setting up a Masternode and seeing where this thing can go. So, and if I do end up doing that, then I'll likely end up becoming more a part of this and keeping everybody updated as to the progress of the platform and what these guys are up to. So until next time, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon.